Julie's still in the lead.
Big orange floats up. Well, because of that's down there. Now, set netting or gill netting was the major call you've ever seen one before, but basically what they are is a big only about the same as the dolphin. And from there, the one we're getting bored every single year. About this, and they board the nets in the harbour for 4 miles out to sea. 40 miles back in the early 80s, I was only 6 here as a child. It was pretty rare to see a Hesper dolphin. Now pretty rare to come out here and not see one. That's fantastic. And a percentage about one.
Two coming up there.
Go on, do the surface. That's so good to know.
Got a few rides along beside the boat here. They love this. What's happening is when the boat's moving through the water like this, it's pushing water along them. They're called spotted cormorants or pārika, as the Māori call them, also known here in New Zealand as the spotted shag. Now, example of a bit of native bush slowly starting to return to the hills here. Now, when those early settlers arrived here back in 1840, native timber from out here has got larger and larger. And you can see all these different lines and layers in the rocks here, what from the volcano during an eruption. The thin layer of red rock, that is the Strombolian ash, which is all on top of the lava after hitting it. And they've been living here for a long time now. It's a great spot for them here. There's lots of little fish underneath the kilograms, that big fella. He is a big old piece of marine mammal. And you get some females sitting on the rocks just to the left of those. But these seals, they are fully protected, golden lamb or a golden retriever. And it was quite the thing. Oxford Street, London during the 1800s with your New Zealand fur seal skin hat on, but thankfully no longer is that the case. But since they've become protected, their numbers, they really have increased a lot. There's thoughts gathered around the coast of New Zealand. And you can go to pretty much any little bay around the outer part of Banks Peninsula. Get a big old fur seal or two lying asleep on the rocks. Oh, the little fella wants his mum. Damn, mum, he must be getting a bit dancey, maybe. The pups. Fur seals are mammals, right? Just like the dolphins, just like you and I. They breathe air and they receive a high protein milk to give them that initial growth spurt. Now, if mum's going to feed her unbelievably good fishermen, these seals, believe it or not, can dive to depths of up to 600 feet. But if you look, all we meant to go and have a look, just watch them from the viewing. Yeah, Ball's a big fella, isn't he? Look, he's just giving a big snooze up there. Like that, no, I don't know about you guys, but it's hard to punch with the boot of his car. And we're standing up at the lighthouse there, trying to hit golf balls.
Comes out of the same stable as the Studebaker. On the right here, the Grange 1874 was built for the Reverend Stack, Maori missionary to the local Ngātahu people from 1859 to 1900. Chinese Lantern Festival, and they had a terrible day yesterday, which is a real shame. So let's hope it's better today. So this is Victoria Square. It used to be called Market Place or Market Square, and this was the heart of our city from 1850 to 1880. It was the site of our first police station, women's prison, immigration barracks, markets, dog pound and post office were here for the first 30.
Out on our left-hand side, the old government departmental buildings opened in 1913.
He and I make most of this network.
Of course. And when he gets to land, he's in the wrong place. Now, under the laws of the day, anything that comes ashore in a storm, including all the people, belongs to the person who owns the land.